Storytelling and niching is not the same thing. Every entrepreneur out there, content creators and salesperson must know the difference between storytelling and niching. What is storytelling? Storytelling is about connection, the emotions that your customer feel when they hear about your brand. You being able to relate to their story, you being able to relate to some of the things that they are going through, and you being able to share your own experiences and what's actually led to your own discovery of that your brand that is now providing a solution to people's problem. Let me explain this again. Storytelling is about how you communicate with people through your brand, your product, and your personal journey in such a way that it touches people's emotions. That is the perfect definition of storytelling. So let me give you an example that will help you to understand what storytelling is all about. Let's say that you're a food vendor, and if you say that food will be ready tomorrow by 9 a.m., you are just stating a fact. Or let's say you just say food will be ready tomorrow by 6 p.m. in the evening and location is Surulere in Lagos. That is just a fact. Now, how do you bring in storytelling? How do you change this whole fact that you just mentioned or you just said into a storytelling that is going to capture the hearts of your customers? This is how you turn it into a storytelling that is going to capture your customers' hearts. There are so many people out there who work 9 to 5 jobs. Some are busy mom, some are business owner. And before they got into their several jobs and their businesses, they used to have time to make their favorite meals. But right now, because of the nature of their jobs, they can't make their favorite meals. Why? My restaurant is always available to make this favorite dish for these people who are not available to make their favorite dish. Now let's get straight to the point. You have been able to point out the pain of some persons out there, people who are working 9 to 5 jobs, people who are business owners, people who are moms that don't have time to make their favorite meals. You have been able to point out their pain, and you have been able to identify that these are people who need these services, right? And you have decided to provide a solution. That is you telling a story. That is you using your brand to connect with other people. Just like I said earlier, you have been able to share in their own pain. You have been able to make them understand that whatever it is that they are going through, you understand with them, right? And you decided to provide solution. And that is the impact of storytelling when it comes to sales. If you know how to connect with people's emotion using storytelling, you are going to make a lot of sales. I'm sure that you might have seen some videos on the internet where you see people tell you how they were very broke. They could not afford anything until they were able to discover a particular thing. It could be a course that they took, and then after implementing everything that they have read in the course, it changed their whole life. And people are being able to relate with those kind of stories because there are so many people who are out there that are broke, that actually want something that can actually change their life. And you are out there sharing your own personal journey, how you were able to make a discovery of a particular thing, and people are relating to it. And you think that people are not going to pay you heavily for them to teach them. They will definitely pay. Just like I said earlier, if you are this kind of person that owns a business and you really want people to buy from you, you should be able to connect with people through storytelling. Share your own personal journey, what led to the discovery of your brand, how you have put in so much effort and then you discovered a particular thing that actually worked for you within a short period of time. That is the impact of storytelling. If you know how to use storytelling very well, trust me, you are going to attract a lot of customers because people want to buy from people who makes them feel safe. People want to buy from people who makes them feel like home, right? People want to buy from people who makes them feel nothing less of themselves. People who knows how to tell them that, oh, I understand how you feel and I'm going to provide a solution to them. That is what your brand should communicate. I often say it in my video that if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, one of the things that you should learn is you should be a solution provider. As long as your business is not providing solutions, trust me, people are not going to buy from you. You should look like someone who understands people's problem and is very willing to provide solutions to those problems. And if you do that, within a short period of time, you grow from nothing to something. You grow from 0 to 100 because people are relating to the things that you often preach or what your brand is all about. Let me give you another example of storytelling that actually works. I met a certain woman who sells shoes, and I asked her, her own shoes, she knows her target audience, women who wear size 46 and above, right? And she told me that when it was time for her wedding, that was like 4 years ago, she is among the women that wears size 46 in terms of shoes. And she said she went to the market. It took her almost 4 months before she could get a perfect white wedding shoe in size 46 for her big day, right? And she told herself that there are so many women who are going through this same thing that I went through, and I need to provide solution to this problem. And she decided that, okay, from now on, I am going to own a company where I produce shoes in different colors for women who are wearing size 46 and above. Now, I went to her Instagram page, and the first thing I saw in her bio left me speechless. Her bio came with storytelling. And what was the story? Helping women who wear size 46 and above to get their dream shoes. If a woman who wears size 46 and above clicks on that woman's profile, she'll be very excited. You know why? Because she have seen someone whom she can actually relate her own story with her. Someone who understands that she has been struggling to buy shoes of different colors in size 46 and above. That's a very smart move, because I myself, I know a lot of women who wear size 46 and above, and if they are trying to get a pair of shoes, it is always a very big problem. So somebody looked at it, turned it into a storytelling, and it became one of the biggest brands that I have seen so far. So that is a very smart move, just like I said earlier. And she uses her own personal story, her wedding story, where she was looking for a perfect size 46 for her big day. She uses that particular story to relate with other women, and they get so excited. And women who are wearing size 46 and above, they tend to patronize her a lot, because there are people who want to actually get married and they don't have a perfect um white shoe for their wedding because of their shoe sizes, and boom, this woman is there to provide solutions to their problem. So you see it, she have realized people's pain point. She understands that this is what is wrong with people and this is what is supposed to be done, and she decided to go for it using her own personal journey and story. I hope you understand where I'm coming from now. Now let's get straight to niching. What is niching? Niching is who you are communicating to. Who are those people that are going to buy your products? Understanding your target audience. Just like I said earlier, that before the end of this video, you will be able to learn how niching and storytelling work hand in hand and help you to attract a whole lot of customers. So niching is who you are communicating to, your target audience. Where are they found? Where is their location? What are those things that they love, and how can you actually get to them? That is what niching is all about. Now let's take for example, let's say you're a food vendor. You know that it's not everybody that is going to patronize you, right? You should know your target audience. Let's say that you cook for busy workers, people who work 9 to 5 jobs, bankers, people who work in the oil and gas company, busy mom or business women. Those are your target audience, and that is niche. Storytelling is how you communicate, what your audience can actually relate. Why niching is what you communicate. Who are your target audience? Who are these people that you need to sell this product to? That is what niching is all about. So let's say that you are interested in producing skincare products. If you want to find a niche in your skincare product, who are the people you are targeting? Are you targeting black? Are you targeting dark skin women? Are you targeting fair skin women? Are you targeting people with sensitive skin? Are you targeting people that have dry skin? Or you're targeting people who have very oily skin and you want to help them? That is niching. You finding a particular set of people that you think your product can provide solution for them. Choosing a certain kind of people per time, working for a certain kind of people per time. Let's say that you are a food vendor, right? And what you actually produce in your kitchen, or what you actually make in your kitchen, is rice. Now, who are the people that you're targeting? We know that a lot of men don't like eating rice, and some of them they prefer swallow, some of them they prefer food that are extremely solid. They will tell you that they don't like rice because it doesn't last. Now, you want to go and sell that food, that rice, in a place where only men are found. Do you think that these men are going to patronize you? No. So whether you are doing any kind of business, you should be able to find the group of people who are interested in your business. Let's say you sell school bags. Let's say you sell anything pertaining school, like school essential products for kids. And who are your target audience? They are parents. You don't expect single people who don't have kids to buy your school products, because who are they giving these school products to? Nobody. So your target should be parents. And where can you find these parents? You can find them in the markets, you can find them in the office, you can find them in church, and you can even find them in your streets. So be very specific about the people whom you are selling with. That is niching. Understanding the market, understanding your target audience, where they are being found, their location, and everything concerning them. That is niching. Now, if you meet those your target audience, how do you share a story that touches them in order for them to buy? How do you share things that they can actually relate with, that will prompt them to buy? That is where storytelling comes in. Right, you're able to tell them that few years ago I used to buy school packs for my kids every now and then, 2 times in a week, because the ones that I used to buy, they were not strong, and I decided that I want to come up with something that can last for a very long time for parents, in order to help them to save money. That is why I decided to start producing these school packs that last for a very long period of time. You have chosen your niche, right? You have chosen your target audience. And now you are being able to create stories that they can relate with. That is how niching and storytelling works. These two factors are very important. If you know how to use them very well, you are going to attract a lot of customers, and your sales will go from 0 to 100. So all I'm trying to say here is that storytelling is the message, niching is your target audience. Understand where your target audience are, understand what they need, understand everything about them, and then know how to use storytelling in convincing them to buy. You can actually find their target audience, which is niching. But if you don't know how to position yourself and tell stories, I bet you that you are going to go home empty handed. So learn how to use these two together, and you are going to be surprised by the outcome. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any related story that you have used storytelling and niching in the past and it's worked for you, I'll be very glad if you can share it under the comment section. I am going to reply. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.